What's good, Internet? It's your boy Jake here, dumb as ever, and in today's video, we're gonna be talking about this guy. This is the Turtles of Grayskull Raphael figure, and he is very neat. I was super excited to find these Turtles of Grayskull figures on my toy hunt video that's on my main channel. Go check that out. It's a really fun video, and this is one of the first figures I grabbed in the video. So what is the Turtles of Grayskull? The Turtles of Grayskull is a collab between the He-Man Masters of the Universe brand and the TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles brand. And you might ask, what the heck, why? And truth to be told, I have no idea why they chose to do this, but it's really cool. Maybe they just were like, let's try something, and it really worked, and the more they did it, the more they realized, hey, this is a great idea. Because, you know, with how many waves they've put out so far, they obviously had a bunch of these guys in production. Because we've got Raphael here, we've got a Beastman, we have Shredder, we have Mouse Jaw, which is Trap Jaw, and the Mousers from TMNT combined, which is so funny. So obviously it's a great idea, and I feel like people are really enjoying these. It seems like people are excited to find them usually. And after picking up this guy, I gotta say, I'm really excited to get more. So let's go a little bit more in depth. Let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is absolutely amazing. It pops out on the toy aisle. It's a great combination of the He-Man box shape. He-Man has a very unique box shape. It goes like this. It's got Turtles of Grayskull. We got He-Man on one corner and like Leonardo on another. It's all like very obviously He-Man, but something's different. And it pops out in that way to me. The back of the box has some absolutely beautiful art of Raphael and Slash character. I think his name's Slacker or something like that. It's like Faker and Slash combined into one character. And they're fighting on the background. It's got a little piece of lore. It specifically says that Raphael is using Ram Man's armor, which is fun. So opening it up, you end up getting a mini comic, which is fun. They always included mini comics in the original He-Man toys, and they have with the Master, the Origins line. I forgot what it was called for a second. They have been doing that with the Origins line as well. But this mini comic's really fun. Some good art. I realized I didn't actually read it. But I don't know what it's about. But it looks pretty cool. I'll tell you, if I could read, I probably would like it. But mostly mini comics are a great way to get you to like the characters without knowing who the characters are from like a TV show or something. And they'll often include all the characters in the wave. So this wave is Skeletor, Ram Man, Beast Man, Raphael, and Shredder, and they're all in this comic book, I'm pretty sure. So it's a great way to cross-sell stuff. Upon first playing with this Raphael figure, it's clear that this guy is solid. Like, he's not heavy per se, but he doesn't feel cheap. The painting on it is really nice, really good, clean paint pretty much everywhere. Yeah, I'm looking for any splotches or missed sections, and I'm not seeing anything, so great paint job. It's kind of funny, under his armor, and you can take off his armor, all the Masters Origin Lines figures can come apart. They have like a mix and match sort of thing, which I've never really understood. I didn't think that was something you could do with the original toy line, so I don't really know why it's something you can do with these guys. But it is cool because it retains those same features, so you can just pop off the head and take the armor off. The shell is actually attached to the armor plate, so when you take the armor off, you also take the shell off, and I was like, that's kind of weird, so you don't have a shell. But there is actually a molded on shell on his back as well. It's not painted, but it is molded on, so it's funny. I mean, that's a silly solution to the issue, but it's kind of funny. I feel like in the He-Man style, the turtles are kind of built like the Battletoads. Like, their bodies, it reminds me more of the Battletoads. The articulation is fantastic as well. It's not like the best articulation ever, but it gets the job done, especially for this type of figure. Single joint on the elbows and knees, but he does have ankle pivots, which is really nice. I feel like ankle pivots have changed the game when it comes to toys. Like, So many toys used to not have ankle pivots, and now, like, every toy does, and it's, like, awesome. I can pose toys so much more now. It's so cool. His helmet does come off as well, so you can just get the masked head if you like that look. And he looks pretty cool. He kind of reminds me more of, the 2003 Turtles for some reason. I mean, I know they all look the same, generally, and this is more based on the 80s Turtles, because it's 80s He-Man. Why would it be based on the 2003 Turtles? But his vibes give me 2003, and it just pops back on his head super easy. One weak point in terms of the figure is his shoulder has this shell component, like this shell piece of armor, which looks cool, but because of the band on the arm, he can't put his arm all the way down like his other arm can. So it looks a little awkward sometimes, like this arm is always just a little bit more out. Now let's talk about this accessory. This is a sai that's attached to a metal glove, and this popped out to me in the package because it's right there front and center. It's like right there next to him, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Raphael with a big sai hand, and I thought it was implying that his hand gets cut off, because I'm pretty sure that happens in one of the early comic books or one of the comic book universes. Raphael gets his hand cut off. Maybe it's a different character, but one of them gets their hand cut off, and they they just don't have a hand anymore. It's a weird comic series. They get mutilated a lot in that one, if I recall correctly. I believe that's a reference, like this is a reference to that, but you can see there's clearly a hand molded in, which I guess if it was replacing his hand, it would also be molded in, right? I don't know the implication, but it's cool nonetheless. I guess you can just headcanon whatever you want for it, but for me, it is like his replacement hand. He also has his other sai. Both of these sais are absolutely gigantic, which is just perfect for He-Man's universe. Like, these guys are way less ninjas and more warriors in the He-Man universe, which makes sense. Comparing him to the He-Man from the Origin series, the original release, he just looks fantastic. Ignore the pink shoes on my He-Man. Those are from like a Hot Wheels skateboard series. I saw the shoes and I was like, I bet I can put those on an action figure's feet. And lo and behold, you can do that. And I kind of forgot I put the shoes on He-Man. He usually just sits on my shelf over there. So when I pulled him out, I just see these pink shoes. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But these figures look great together. I also grabbed my Ninjor figure because he's a ninja. Makes sense to me. And they also look cool. Like, they fit together is the point of me comparing these figures, because I feel like that if they drop the ball on this guy wouldn't fit in with He-Man and Ninjor, but he fits in perfectly. The only difference to me is like the painting is better. Like, this is a nice metallic silver on him, nice reds. Like, in general, the painting just looks really good. They really snapped on this one. And like I said, you can pop out the arms and hands and legs and stuff and swap them. He-Man can have a Ninja Turtle arm for whatever reason. It's all fun. There's a lot of playability to these guys that makes them a little bit more than just action figures, which I like. I think that's really cool. Like this armor piece that I was complaining about, I could take this off if I wanted to. I probably won't because I'll lose it, but I could take it off if it was really bothering me. And I could give it to He-Man if I wanted to. Like, you can do whatever you want with these guys, which is cool. I don't see a lot of people like mixing and matching and making their own on social media, but I'm sure if a kid had one of these, that's what they would be doing. Overall, I think this is an awesome figure. I'm really happy I found it. I'm gonna go ahead and give him 4.5 Dumb Jakes out of 5. He really only loses at half point on this shell piece. That kind of bothers me. Otherwise, like, this is a fantastic figure. I think all these figures are probably going to be really good, so I'm interested in picking up more. I know I usually talk Transformers, so let me know what you think about this review, if you like it, if you want me to talk about these more, because I definitely would. I'd probably talk about more than just one at once the next time. Like, I might talk about the other turtles or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Check out that toy hunt video, man. Like and subscribe. All that stuff. Yeah, bye.